Bravo stars Mauricio Umansky and Kyle Richards have been announcing the dissolution of their marriage for some now. Even though they don't live together, the couple is nonetheless legally married. Kyle acknowledges that they're still avoiding talking about getting a divorce, while Mauricio's dating life is the subject of speculation. See what she had to say by reading on. Kyle Richards isn't prepared to give up her marriage completely. In a recent Watch What Happens live broadcast, Kyle Richards spoke up about her impending divorce from Mauricio Umansky, revealing her deepest feelings. The couple doesn't appear to have any chance of saving their marriage. In the end, though, they have kids together and wish to keep their relationship good for the benefit of the family. "You know, we get along really well and are good friends, and I don't know. We just live different lives, and it hasn't come up yet," Kyle said. "We'll deal with it when the time comes." The Rhobh actress and her ex are certain that getting a divorce is the best course of action for them. But it's not always simple to formally dissolve a marriage that has lasted more than 20 years. "We just sort of let it go and are just very good friends, and we care about each other and get along, so it's like, it is what it is right now," Kyle continued. "It's hard, and neither of us feels comfortable initiating it," Kyle said. Her Rhobh co-star was urged to move on by Sutton Stracke. Sutton Stracke urged Kyle to eventually file, as viewers witnessed on Rhobh Season 14. "I have to do what seems right for me in the end." Regarding her choice to disregard her co-star's advice, the mother of four stated, "And I didn't feel ready to go do that, and I'll know when it's time to do that. I trust him, and people don't know our relationship," Kyle continued. "And I am aware that women who have experienced burns are experiencing feelings of, I don't want what happened to you to happen to me. Even though I'm grateful, I have to live with what I have and not take on all of that at the same time." Do you believe that Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky should end their marriage now? Alternatively, do you see Kyle's point of view? Post your own ideas in the space provided below. To stay up to date with Kyle Richards and the other cast members of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, make sure to follow TV shows Ace on the internet. Bravo airs new episodes every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Kyle Richards has never been one to back down from the truth, no matter how uncomfortable. And now, after a whirlwind year of speculation, silence, and emotional confessionals, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star is finally opening up about the real reason she hasn't divorced Mauricio Umansky yet. Sitting down for an intimate interview on a breezy afternoon in Malibu, Kyle, 55, looked more composed than ever, even as her eyes flickered with the weight of unspoken heartache. Dressed in a simple cream blouse and jeans, her signature brunette locks tucked behind one ear, she sighed deeply as the conversation turned to the one question everyone has been asking. "People think it's black and white," she said, looking out at the waves. "But love, relationships, a life you've built over nearly 3 decades, it's never that simple." The world watching their every move. For the past year, Kyle and Mauricio's marriage has been at the center of a media firestorm. Once considered the most solid couple in the Housewives franchise, the cracks began to show after cryptic Instagram posts, prolonged physical separation, and Kyle's noticeable emotional distance throughout the latest season of Rhobh. Then came the bombshell: Mauricio was living separately. Kyle had stopped wearing her wedding ring. Rumors swirled about emotional affairs, midlife awakenings, and everything in between. And yet, no divorce papers were filed. Fans couldn't understand why Kyle, strong, successful, fiercely independent, hadn't pulled the plug. Now she's explaining why. It's not about still being in love. Kyle is quick to set the record straight. Her hesitation has nothing to do with clinging to a romantic fantasy. "This isn't about pretending everything's perfect or holding out hope that things will go back to how they were," she said, her voice steady. "It's about respect. It's about family. It's about timing. And honestly, it's about fear too. After 27 years of marriage, 4 daughters, and an empire built alongside Mauricio, Kyle admits the thought of unraveling it all is terrifying, even if their relationship has clearly changed. There's still love there, but it's a different kind of love now. We're not what we used to be, and I don't think we can be again, she confessed. But I also don't hate him. We're not screaming at each other. It's not toxic. That's the part people don't get. We've grown apart quietly, not violently. The kids come first, always. At the heart of Kyle's decision to delay a legal divorce are her daughters, Farah, Alexia, Sophia, and Portia. It doesn't matter how old your kids are, a divorce still feels like a bomb going off, Kyle said. Portia is still in high school. She's so sensitive. She picks up on every mood, every look. I didn't want her senior year to be defined by a court date or custody arguments. She added that even her adult daughters are processing the shift in their family dynamic with a mixture of support and sadness. They've grown up seeing their parents in love. Now they're watching us transition into something else, and that's confusing. So I've tried to move slowly, to not make rash decisions out of pain. Still sharing a life, kind of. Though they've been living separate lives for over a year, Kyle and Mauricio haven't completely cut the cord. They still attend family events together, still co-parent Portia, and even occasionally share meals. It's not romantic, but it's respectful, Kyle explained. We're figuring out what our new relationship looks like. Some days it feels empowering. Other days, it feels like I'm ripping off a Band-Aid over and over. Kyle admitted that there have been moments when she came close to finalizing the divorce, sitting with her attorney, pen in hand, only to pause. I ask myself, what's the rush? If we're not fighting, if we're still speaking, if we're still healing, why force something we're not emotionally ready for? New love, new life, not so fast. One of the hardest parts of being Kyle Richards right now is existing under a microscope. Her friendship with country singer Morgan Wade sparked tabloid speculation about a possible romantic relationship, a narrative Kyle has never confirmed nor completely denied. When asked directly if there was someone else in her life influencing her hesitation to divorce, Kyle smiled faintly. There's no new boyfriend. There's no new girlfriend. There's just me, she said. I'm learning to be alone for the first time in my adult life, and it's both terrifying and freeing. She added that for now, her focus isn't on finding a new partner. It's on rediscovering who she is outside the marriage that defined her for so long. For years, I was Mauricio's wife. Before that, I was a child actress, then a mom. Now I'm Kyle, just Kyle, and that's enough for now. So will they divorce? The million-dollar question remains. Will Kyle and Mauricio eventually finalize their split? I think we will, Kyle admitted after a long pause, but not out of anger, not out of bitterness. When the time is right, when our family is truly ready to let go of what was, we'll do it, and we'll do it with love. She added that if and when that day comes, she hopes they can look back with grace. We built something beautiful. We raised 4 amazing girls. We laughed. We fought. We grew. That deserves to be honored, not rushed to the finish line just to satisfy public curiosity. Final thoughts. The grace of in-between. Kyle Richards isn't interested in fitting into a headline. She's not going to file for divorce just because fans expect it or because the media wants a clean ending. Life, she says, doesn't always wrap up in perfect acts. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is sit in the in-between, in the unknown, and trust yourself to navigate it. I'm not divorced, Kyle said, as the sun began to set over the ocean. But I'm not the same woman who got married in 1996 either. I'm something new, and I'm still figuring out who that is. In that moment, she didn't look like a housewife. She looked like a woman learning how to live again, on her terms.